What's up, everybody? Welcome to another GSD episode of the Tradesman Experience. What is GSD? It is, of course, get shit done. I'm going to go through my list of the top 10 qualities of chicken shit leadership. We're going to go through 10, and I'm going to try to stay under the 10 minutes as I like to do with the GSDs. So let's go ahead and start with number 10, oblivious. Chicken shit leaders choose to be oblivious to the things that are going on. Things that are going on in the company, with the team, with their clients, with the market, with pricing, with operations, everything in general. They choose this state of obliviousness, if that's a word, I'm not sure, but they choose to be oblivious because there's less pain. Right? Ignorance is bliss kind of thing. So number 10 is oblivious. Number 9, unresolved disagreement. This is not the same as fear of confrontation. This is not resolving disagreements with themselves and someone else, with a client, with two members or more members of the team. They choose to ignore it, hoping that it will go away. Hope is not a strategy. Hope does not solve problems. So you cannot allow unresolved disagreement to go on in a company. It's like rust on the body of a car. It's cancerous. It's toxic. It will spread, and you lose equity that you have with the people when you choose unresolved disagreement. Number 8, undisciplined. Again, these are my top 10. So these are behaviors that I look at, or qualities that I look at in an individual that breeds chicken shit leadership. Being undisciplined is one of them. And that's in all areas of life. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm looking for someone to be perfectly rigid and structured and disciplined in all areas of their life. I don't expect them to be a 10 across the board. What I do expect from someone is to implement discipline into all areas of their life. They're going to be naturally more disciplined in some areas. They're going to be less disciplined in other areas. What I really care about is, it's not about perfection, it's about progression. I care about the effort. I care about the fact that people are evaluating their disciplines and they are looking at themselves, being introspective, and choosing a higher level of discipline when they can. So to me, number 8 of chicken shit leadership is being undisciplined. Number 7, a liar. Someone that tells lies. This creates so many problems in a business, because how can you make a decision if you do not have the truth? Stop lying about the condition of the company. Stop lying about the culture. Stop lying to yourself. See, when I talk about lies, I don't mean someone that's lying to me. I don't trust someone that lies to themselves, because they have no integrity. So I don't like liars. Number 6, a fire starter. Someone that creates drama within the culture. They start these little fires between people and fuel it until it erupts. This is so toxic, and I am blown away at the amount of people that feed off of drama. Take your drama, take your bullshit, and go somewhere else. I don't like fire starters. Number 5, micromanagers. You cannot micromanage people. You can't manage people at all. But micromanager is someone that is going to give you a task or a responsibility, tell you how to do it, and not give you any authority on decision making of how to do it. So they're really operating as a puppet master. A puppet master is probably a more fun term than micromanager. But I don't like puppet masters. It's just nobody wakes up and wants to be managed, and no one definitely wakes up and wants to be micromanaged. Number 4, temper tantrum. Someone that lacks emotional discipline. I'm not talking about emotional suppression. I'm talking about emotional discipline. When I see an adult, and I'm going to pick on the men here, when I see a full-grown man that is capable of great things, of dangerous things, of important things, and they act like a fucking toddler in the aisle of a store when you tell them that they can't have that toy. They just lose their shit. Lacking emotional discipline, okay? The temper tantrum, that is a weakness. And if that makes you mad, you are proving my point, because for some reason you have been enabled to act like a jackass and get people to do what you want them to do. If a hammer is the only tool in your toolbox, then you're going to treat everyone like a nail. Stop being a dickhead. Stop throwing temper tantrums. You're an adult. It's time to act like one. Number 3, significance. When someone thinks that they're more important than the business, when they are more important than the team, when they are more important than the client, when they feel that they are more significant, that's chicken shit leadership at its finest. You cannot have someone in charge of others when they think that they're more important than everybody else. Number 2, greed. Greed is such a toxic behavior. Greed will change people entirely. They will sacrifice the good in themselves for greed. I know, I've seen it happen, been there, experienced it. And number 1, if you listen to the podcast, this will not shock you. Number 1 to me is ego. Ego is the number 1 top bullshit quality of chicken shit leadership. Ego feeds everything else that we've talked about today. Ego is, when you think that you are above others, ego is the enemy. So I'm going to go through these now 1 through 10. 1, ego. 2, greed. 3, significance. 4, temper tantrum. 5, micromanager or the puppet master. 6, the fire starter. 7, the liar. 8, someone that's undisciplined. 9, unresolved disagreement between themselves and others or between others on their team. And number 10, oblivious, living in a state of not knowing and not caring. Guys, thank you so much for spending this time with me. Get out there, get shit done. Don't be a chicken shit leader. See ya.